Alexander Isak to Liverpool. Here we go, the biggest move of the summer transfer window. An historical Premier League record is now done and completed. Alexander Isak is ready to finally join Liverpool after long negotiations, a really tough and difficult saga for the Reds. Everything is agreed.
Alexander Isak transfer agreed as Liverpool books deadline day. Medical Newcastle has agreed to sell Alexander Isak to Liverpool after the club bid $176 million for the Swedish striker. After originally declining the Reds' offer of $150 million, Newcastle has agreed to sell Alexander Isak to Liverpool after the club met the Magpies' bid of $176 million early Monday morning. Despite previous assertions that Isak was not for sale, Newcastle made it clear that if Liverpool were able to match the price set, the star would be free to leave. After initially offering $150 million for the striker, which the Magpies declined, the Reds matched the valuation, landing the Swede, according to The Athletic. Before the move is completed, however, Isak will undergo a medical Monday. The signing comes after it was reported that Brentford slapped an $88 million price tag on Jon Wissa, who was a target of Newcastle for much of the summer as a potential replacement for Isak, which made a potential move complicated. Isak's pending transfer to Anfield is the breath of fresh air needed for the 25-year-old, after proclaiming that his relationship with Newcastle couldn't go on. On Instagram, Isak posted a lengthy statement on his situation with the Magpies and explained his rationale for wanting to move on from the club. "I'm proud to be recognized by my fellow professionals with a place in the PFA Premier League. Team of the season for 2024 or 25, Isak wrote on his Instagram story. "First and foremost, I want to thank my teammates and everyone at Newcastle United who has supported me along the way. I'm not at the ceremony tonight. With everything going on, it didn't feel right to be there. I've kept quiet for a long time while others have spoken. That silence has allowed people to push their own version of events, even though they know it doesn't reflect what was really said and agreed behind closed doors." Alexander Isak will complete a medical Monday before his transfer from Newcastle. To Liverpool is complete. Image, photo by George Wood, Getty Images. The reality is that promises were made and the club has known my position for a long time. To now act as if these issues are only emerging is misleading. When promises are broken and trust is lost, the relationship can't continue. That's where things are for me right now and why change is in the best interests of everyone, not just myself. Swedish media reported at one point that Isak had already said his goodbyes to his teammates. However, Eddie Howe shot down rumors that Isak was on the move and that any such interactions with his teammates occurred. On Alex's situation, I have no communication and no update. We are still actively looking to recruit, but I don't know if that has any relation to Alex's situation, Howe said during a charged press conference. "I have no knowledge of that. I can't tell you it didn't happen, but I certainly can't tell you it did. That is the first I have heard of it. I am pretty sure I would have known." Responding to Sky Sports' question regarding the supposed meeting, Howe